doing this.
The Prime Minister and his Arrive Scam app are not worth the cost or the corruption. After the revelations of corruption, waste, and so on by the Auditor General yesterday, I wrote to the RCMP to ask them to expand the criminal investigation into the Arrive Scam scandal. The Prime Minister has a history of blocking criminal investigations. Will he allow the RCMP to investigate him and his Arrive Scam scandal? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. The COVID-19 pandemic was something that happens once, not just once in a generation, but once in a century. And all the decisions we made were with a view to protecting Canadians. Clearly, we all expect the rules to be followed by the public service and by others, and we expect the RCMP and the authorities to do their job. But we should recall that this is the government that is concerned about border security. The Conservative Party keeps voting against assistance for CBSA, against assistance to strengthen our borders. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition. Well, when it comes to corruption, Mr. Speaker, the revelations yesterday are the following. One, that the company that benefited drafted the terms of the contract. Second, two people working in the basement of a house received $20 million under a contract for an app that should have only cost $80,000. There was also whiskey given to officials. Will the Prime Minister respect the independence of the criminal investigation? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Of course, Mr. Speaker, we will always encourage and cooperate with authorities in doing their job, and that's what they'll do. The public service must also follow the rules, and if those aren't followed, there will be consequences. We welcome with open arms the Auditor General's report. It's important to ensure that taxpayer money is being managed appropriately, even at a time when we're investing to protect Canadians from coast to coast. We still need to make sure the rules have been followed.
Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
This Prime Minister and his Arrive scam are not worth the cost or the corruption. After yesterday's Auditor General revelations of corruption, waste and mismanagement, I have written the RCMP asking them to expand their criminal investigation into the Prime Minister's Arrive scam. He has a track record of blocking criminal investigations. He tried to protect SNC-Lavalin from prosecution. He blocked the RCMP from investigating his illegal vacation to Billionaire Island. Will he stay out of the way, or will he again try to block the RCMP's criminal investigation into Arrive scam?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
COVID-19 pandemic was a once-in-a-generation, even once-in-a-century occurrence in which every decision we took was designed to protect Canadians' lives. At the same time, Mr. Speaker, even in a situation like that, there are rules that need to be followed, and we expect, and all Canadians expect, public servants to follow those rules, and we will, of course, encourage the RCMP to do its work, but it doesn't take politicians, even leaders of the opposition, to tell the RCMP to do their job. They do their job, Mr. Speaker, and they do it well.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
They do their job unless the Prime Minister blocks them from doing their job, like he did in his criminal offence, where he committed the crime of accepting a gift from someone who was seeking a government contract from him. He blocked the RCMP from investigating him. And COVID-19 is something he saw as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to fill the pockets of his friends, whether it was the WE scandal, in which his family received $500,000, or whether it was Frank Baylis, or now the Arrive scam. Will he stay out of the way and let the police investigate him and his corrupt government in Arrive scam?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, even a few years later in the pandemic, we see the Conservative leader reverts to type. While we were focusing on protecting Canadians every possible way we could, they were peddling conspiracy theories, Mr. Speaker, about vaccinations, about what have you. So while he continues to make personal attacks, we're going to continue to make sure we're delivering for Canadians. And yes, we will make sure that all rules are followed, and there are consequences for people who broke the laws or broke the rules. But we will continue to be there for Canadians while he plays partisan games.
Good answer.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Proof that he's not worth the cost or the corruption. He's now calling the Auditor General a conspiracy theorist. Now that she's revealed that his Arrive scam went from $80,000 to at least $60 million and counting. That two insiders got $20 million working from their home basement from this Prime Minister, that top Liberal government officials accepted high-end whiskeys and dinners in exchange for contracts that they let the contractors write for themselves.
Shameful.
So once again, will he stay out of the way and let the police investigate his government, or will he try to block it again?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
The opposition needs to work on his French. I think he just needs to work on his listening skills, because in French 2 answers ago I complimented and thanked the Auditor General for her work in ensuring that rules are followed and processes have consequences if they are misdone. This is a fact that we know that even during a pandemic we need to be stepping up to protect people along the rules. That's why there will be consequences for anyone who broke those rules or those laws, while we continue to do everything we need to do to deliver for Canadians, to support people in their daily lives and build a better future for